there's nothing like having your meat out in public.
Yeah.
And it being perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Like not on some creep shit.
Yeah.
But just being like, I can spread my wings and let my meat fly and just hop in the water, bro. There's nothing like
spread my wings and let my. I think that's
Spread
a better.
your wings.
I think that's a
let
better
your
name.
cheeks fly.
I got so many rocks in my chain and watch. I know I'm the shit. My chain. Shut the fuck up. Damn. So Jeezy and fucking Gucci can sing that together. And they beefing. And my niggas that love me can't sing along with me.
I didn't know.
I don't even know what that was.
So welcome back to another episode of Save It for the Pod, episode number 4. We definitely appreciate all the love and support that we've gotten for the first 3 episodes. We did not, at least I didn't expect this kind of support. Did y'all?
Hey, we fought with y'all because y'all fought with us.
Yeah, but
Yeah, what Phil said. No, I didn't think we were gonna get as much feedback when you guys were sending screenshots and people were hitting us up or talking to us about it. I was kind of not surprised, but just like, I don't know, it was reassuring.
yeah. But it was 2 episodes back to back of terrible audio. Episode 3, we stepped it up. Hopefully this one's even better. But we here, and again, we love it. But again, welcome back. It's your boy Zach. I got my boy Phil. Who
I'm in here.
It's actually his birthday
Not
tomorrow.
Not yet. Yeah.
It's his birthday tomorrow.
2 hours?
Something like that. Something like.
My dog old. He about to be 31.
Hey, my nuts just dropped though. So.
So my dog Phil.
We had some other good news too, huh?
Wait, what is
You
that?
about to turning how old?
31.
And then what else has happened?
My homeboy had his kid today.
You're like best friend, no?
Yeah, Johansson had. Hey, shout out to my homie Johansson. He just dropped this jit off.
Oh.
Black Rob.
Just dropped his
Black
kid just dropped today.
Yo, low key, Black Rob jinxed me, G, because Money was only like 4 hours away from having her baby.
Wait, Money is his.
Is his fiance? Is his wife?
Oh, okay.
It's his wife, Money Mo.
And who's Black Rob? We gotta tell these people who these people are.
Black Rob is the other person in my original crew, the NFL. So it's like the NFL is me, Johansson, Black Rob, and the GOAT. And so,
The GOAT.
yeah,
Who's the GOAT?
my nigga in Philly.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so like I said, my boy Phil, my boy AJ, the most responsible in the house. My boy Brandon, aka Grizz, the weirdest one in the house. Happy to be back. But
And a couple episodes we talked about Phil and his irresponsibleness.
yes. What happened on the way here?
And then I mean today.
Not just today.
Not just
Like,
today.
for 6 months.
But we still got a lot of feedback about us picking on Phil. But I think it's because people don't really know the backstory to a lot of what goes on. And we're gonna let you guys in on some more. But yeah, so in his most irresponsible fashion, he almost missed his own surprise birthday little get together. Because what happened? You want to let us know, Phil?
My tires are low, and I know I need to get new tires.
Low
So-
as in what?
my thread is low, so I need to get new
Oh.
tires because my thread's low.
They're non-existent.
No, they there. It's
So
just that
if the wires are showing, bro, they're non-existent.
fam.
Let him explain. Go ahead, Phil.
My tires are low, and I know I've needed some new tires for quite some time, but I've been putting it off, procrastinating like usual. So I get to the gas station, I'm filling up, and I'm like, let me just double check my tires because it's a bop to get to Zach's crib from my crib. And so I turn the wheel, and the inside thread, the wire's showing in my tires. Mind you, my last car did that too, so I kind of know how to ride when the wire's showing.
But you would also think you would know better since this is the second time that has happened.
It's a I mean, I know. Hey, look, like you would say, G, I know my car. So
Facts.
Hey
Touche.
Phil, didn't you work with cars though, like help maintain?
nah, I
them and
used to. I
everything?
rented cars. I wasn't a maintenance guy.
But you
I
were
rent
still
cars.
around cars.
Yeah.
Cars, yeah. So you
Look,
know,
G, I
you
noticed the
gotta be
problem, and I didn't drive down here. But I almost ruined this episode because I didn't change my tires. So I apologize, y'all boys. Shout out to the old lady for dragging me down here. But that's
Shouts out to
little did
Danny.
he know we had something in the works. We had a backup that ended up working out. Danny, his girl.
Exactly. But
She to go.
last time we had 4 people on camera. Brandon was actually off the camera. He was behind the camera working it. A lot of people didn't realize there was a 5th person. I don't know how. But y'all probably realized that our boy Lukey is missing. So the 5th person, it's on episode number 4 and we already missing people. But Lukey had a little COVID scare. Luckily, everything's okay with. Is this breaking HIPAA? Me telling Luke's business like this?
Nah,
Am I
because he don't got
snitching?
COVID.
Yeah, that's true. So he doesn't have COVID. Luckily,
Which
shouts
is,
out
is
to
very
Luke.
scary when he has a scare, because he's also he's the most sickly in the house.
Yes.
That
That's
nigga's
the wo-
immune system on
Oh,
negative
God.
10.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
his immune system on Irvin Magic Johnson.
Oh my god.
Actually, no, it's
No,
not, because
Magic is
Magic
lit.
Johnson got the good
Magic
immune
is lit.
system.
Yeah, his immune system on death, bro.
Yeah. But we could jump right into the topics. So as I started the podcast off, started with the Jeezy and Gucci versus definitely a battle that I was not looking forward to, but some of the other people like Phil who used to be in the streets definitely definitely cared about this battle. But I definitely thought it was better than not advertised, but what I thought it was going to be. It started off slow for me, but it eventually picked up, especially once Gucci got into his truth bag. But what do you think about it, Phil? Since this was a battle that you was most excited about.
I knew this battle would be a classic. I rock with Jeezy and Gucci heavy, and when they was in their prime, I was in college, so that took me like straight back to SIU house parties, trapped out with the homies. So for me,
you were trapped out in college.
yeah, hell yeah, I hung around gang members and drug dealers. Like niggas go to college, it be dumb niggas in school too.
Fuck up, bitch. Back the fuck up. If I knock the fuck out you.
Damn, man.
Pussy, hey, tell your kid.
And if you know Carbondale's like a rundown rural town, so it'd be Bloods and Crips from St. Louis, and then you take GDs, BDs, foes from Chicago and just throw them in a small town, and them niggas get into it with the locals. So it is what it is. But that took me straight back to college, and I was like, super excited about this battle because, like I said, I fuck with them both. It lived up to the hype. It was definitely the best verses
And
that they
real
put
quick,
out so
you
far.
was more excited once they ended up changing the battle, because initially it was T.I. Jeezy, which we talked about last episode, and then last minute for whatever reason, I don't even think they said, they switched it to Jeezy and Gucci. So was you more excited about the switch up?
Yeah, because I didn't think the Jeezy T.I. match was that good in terms of like, because I told you I thought Jeezy was going to win that battle because Jeezy makes anthems and he's like trap starred out.
Yeah.
So you need another trap street rapper that's going to make it street the whole way through, which is why I thought Gucci was perfect. And actually, Jeezy changed the battle and offered it up to Gucci so they can, because you know all the
Gotcha.
rappers getting killed and shit.
Yeah.
But I love the battle, man. My favorite parts was I loved Gucci's energy. It's like people was getting on Gucci because they was just like, he just seems like a mad rapper when that's not the case. Like if you send a nigga to
They
kill
said
me,
that nigga was a villain, bro.
yeah, if you send a nigga to kill me and I kill him and I have to see you face to face, that's the energy I want.
Yeah.
Like because they never squashed that beef, so that's real street beef.
Yeah, yeah.
And because of that, it's like you can't tell a nigga that got shot at how to respond
Yeah.
to a nigga that he got to look in the face.
Yeah.
Even if Jeezy didn't send a hit. But so I love the energy he came out with, dissing him right off the top. I love the truth part. Jeezy was on his grown man shit. And I think it's good for the culture. Like me being a rap fan, love gangster rap, love street rap, love trap shit. Stuff like this is good for the culture, especially now that King Von had got killed with all the rappers getting killed. So I fought with it. It was a W, Atlanta.
Did y'all have any thoughts on Jeezy and Gucci?
I gotta respect Jeezy because he stayed so calm when he was just dissing the man. Like, I killed your friend, send some more, I'll put him in a coffin and send him back to you. I'm like, yo, this is kind of crazy. But it ended out good, you know, at the end, you know what I'm saying? They embraced each other. So I think it was good. It was wholesome in a sense.
Yeah, it's grown man shit. It's at the end of the day, bro, it's rap shit. And if we gonna if that's the example, then I appreciate it because it's like all that shit don't matter when we making millions.
Yeah.
But it shows like the ability to change, you know what I'm saying? Like 15 years, you know, or 20 years, whatever they were saying. It shows like, you know, we could change, you know what I'm saying, for the better.
So do y'all think that this was 100% genuine? Like when Jeezy did perform Truth, he was saying, I wasn't going to do this unless I performed. But
You mean Gucci?
Or yeah, Gucci. Yeah. Do you think that the beef was already squashed and they kind of played it up for the cameras? Or you think that everything that we saw was completely genuine?
it felt like they probably had a conversation before.
Yeah.
And even still, it don't feel like the beef is squashed. It feels like
Yeah.
it's more of a respecting, like we can
Or a
be,
truce kind of thing.
yeah, we can
honestly.
be in the same space, and it
Treating-
ain't no smoke. Like I ain't
Yeah.
trying to kill you.
Yeah, treating you.
So I don't know if the beef is squashed, but I love that shit, and I would love for them to go on tour once COVID is over, because I would be in that for real.
But we said it a couple of times, but when Truth was played, what was y'all like? For me, it felt like mom and dad fighting at the dinner table. And you just sitting there awkwardly, like, okay, like, is this gonna calm down? Like, that's what it felt like for me. But at the end, they did so icy and everything was good. But at the time, I was like, damn, how's this gonna end? Like, I thought I seen Jeezy talking to somebody on the side. I'm like, is he passing him the strap right now? Like, what's happening?
Are we
But
about to witness a shootout?
I really thought that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I like that moment because you felt the tension, right?
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where I say it's like you speaking your piece.
And
So go ahead.
I think it had not. It wasn't addressed, but it had to be addressed.
Yeah.
Like that's what everyone was thinking about. That had to happen, and I don't know. I mean, he said that he told him, he's like, yeah, I was definitely going to do this, or I told you
Yeah.
that I would have to do this,
Yeah.
or whatever. But I think so. I think it was not necessarily like played up how you did, but they probably did try to capitalize off it
Yeah.
and make it the show that it was. And then yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
Fucking, damn, ham, a fucking sandwich.
Gucci gangster G, and so I love that energy. And it's like I said, I've never had a person try to kill me.
Yeah.
So if
None
a
of
person
us
tried,
have.
like if a person tried to kill me, and I'm rapping a diss to the nigga that may have been involved in somebody trying to get my chain, and I killed him.
Wait, I don't want to get off topic. I want to bring back up so continue with your point, but I do want to get back to that.
But I'm just so I love the energy, and
Yeah.
I respect Gucci because it's one of those things where you got to take it, bro.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what you signed up for. This
You mean
come with
Jeezy?
it.
You respect Jeezy?
Jeezy. I respect Jeezy because
Okay.
this come with it, right? You knew it was coming, and you can't. If you own your grown man shit, you did the right thing and not overreact.
Yeah.
But Gucci let him have it, bro, and I respect it.
Got you. But yeah, at the end when they played So Icy, the energy was definitely there for the both of them. And that's why it almost kind of seemed like a little more theatrical. They was like, we gonna do this? Yeah, we gonna do it. And they had both of them. Yeah. But it was a beautiful moment. I think everybody appreciated it. But that's my thoughts on the versus battle. I'm excited to see who they got up next battling. Us amongst the group. I doubt this gonna happen. Us being from Florida, we all want to see the Lil Woe Plies,
Yeah.
but I doubt Plies. To
I'm
me,
on yay.
he's the most underrated rapper. Like, period. Not from Florida, but Plies got bangers on bangers.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I think, and someone else said this, but I think that Boosie would be a good matchup. But we'll see what happens next.
I think Plies takes that.
I think Plies.
I
takes
think
him.
Plies does too, because Plies, like, it was almost the same argument I made with Jeezy versus Gucci. When I had texted to y'all, Jeezy is commercial street rap,
Yeah.
and Gucci is trap street
Yeah.
rap. So it hits different audience, and I think the same would to a mainstream Plies will have the audience more so than Boosie,
Yeah.
just because Boosie only had a few, but to the streets, Boosie gonna take that.
Yeah. So, anything else on that before we switch gears?
Shit, good luck following that up.
All I gotta say is the goons out lurking.
All right, so you said no one's ever tried to kill you, Phil, but you've told us a story about when I think you was driving a truck and the Mexicans were chasing you. So Phil definitely has the best stories in the house. And
Definitely.
if you want to talk about
100%.
this, you can. If
No,
not,
we could.
then we could move on. But also Phil, and
It was a
maybe
couple
Phil
times.
gonna say it's a Chicago thing, but it's probably just a Phil thing. But he pronounces Mexicans as Mexicans.
Mexicans.
Yeah. So you want to tell the people about that story, bro?
Yeah. So me and the homies, me, Johansson, Black Rob, GOAT, NFL shit. So we coming back from a game, and we was like 16, 17
I don't
at
think
the
you
time.
explained what NFL was.
Oh, NFL is niggas for life. So back in the day, that was like that was our crew.
Yeah.
So like how our high school broke down is niggas, like everybody almost shook up the same thing, but they had their cliques. So our clique was like NFL. So we weren't really gang banging or nothing. We was just on women, but niggas was with the
Women.
shits. We gonna be with the shits together. So that was. And so we was coming back from one of the games, and it was young. We was on some dumb shit. So goat throws something out the car, smack somebody's window, like icy splatters all over the side of their car. Car is full of Mexican dudes, bro. Like some straight Mexicans, like niggas that with the shits. So of course I'm driving my pop's whip, and they chasing us down the street. I'm doing 60 on like a residential street, and all I hear is bust this right. At the last minute, I tried to bust the right, bro. Lost control of the car. Went over the sidewalk, blew out the axle, blew out the driver's side tire. Fucked up my dad's car. Totaled it, actually. Rest in peace to Pops. But I totaled his car, and Mexicans kept driving once they saw we crashed. Yeah. If it was a car that we would have probably died that night, which is wild to think about. But we end up crashing the whip. We get out. I'm freaking out because now I got to try to finesse how I'm explaining to my Pops. I just totaled his car, so I'm stressed out. Johansson and Black Rod about to fight. Oh no, Johansson and the Goat about to fight because Goat like, man, nigga, y'all dumb. And Johansson like, nigga, you was in this shit too. I'm like, bro, fuck all that, nigga. We need to devise a plan. I'm about to die. Like, my pop's about to kill me. Yeah. My pop's was a big dude.
It feels like Sandlot when he stole the baseball and they all had to get together and find bottle caps to get the baseball back.
But long story short, we end up finessing the story. My pops ended up finding out what happened anyways. And he ended up getting a new whip. So I just told him, low key, that was a blessing for you, Pops, because you ended up getting a new whip. But that was one of the many instances.
A blessing.
So just like how every Marvel character and every villain has their origin story, this is Phil's origin story on his bad luck with cars.
That's probably the start of it, honestly. That probably, actually, now that you said that might have been the start of it.
That's definitely, I want to see that in theaters. On Disney.
Actually, no, I lied. The start of it was when I tried to parallel my dad's car in the city, and I smacked somebody's car. This is when I had dreads, and I would go in the city to get my hair done.
So what do you mean by smack their car?
Like, I turned somebody's car around trying to parallel park because I was too close.
Oh, wow. God.
And
what?
so
How fast did you reverse or go forward?
I was just too close. Hey man, this was before backup cameras, bro. This is like 07, 06.
Before backup cameras.
So I went to the shop.
Shouts out to all the backup cameras out there.
I went into the shop, I'm like, excuse me, I just, hit somebody's car. Yeah. They come out, my beautician come out the shop, and she like, ain't nobody in here. Hey, go whip this around the car and park. Go whip this around the block and park somewhere else. That's the first time I had to like scam. Yeah. We didn't report that.
Alright, but switching gears. So next we could talk about something that has been in the news. Candace Owens, who's fucking annoying as she is.
I think she's attractive though.
I mean, she's not ugly.
What?
Okay.
You said she's annoying. I'm trying to give her a compliment.
What did that have to do with? What does that have to do?
It has to do with nothing, but I just wanted to throw it out there.
What you got in that cup?
I wouldn't say she attractive, but she's not. I wouldn't say she's ugly. But anyways, because Harry Styles, he was on the cover of I think Vogue or something like that, and he was wearing a dress. Not the first nigga to ever wear a dress, but she makes a statement about we need more manly men, and obviously that causes this whole controversy. But to me, I don't see it. We have Prince wearing dresses.
David Bowie.
Dennis Rodman.
Exactly.
Freddie Mercury.
Who's gonna say Dennis Rodman is not a manly man?
But to me, it's just like, first of all, why is she commenting on Harry Styles? Like, out of all people, like, isn't she just like how they say shut up and dribble? Like, shut the fuck up and talk about politics or whatever the fuck you do. Like, that's all. What does she even do?
She's a political commentator.
Okay,
my commentator.
Yeah, I guess.
She be on the sidelines.
All right, well,
but she's attractive though.
I think she's attractive.
But anyways, I feel like you might share the same views as her.
No.
Oh, you don't? I'm actually surprised.
I thought you meant in general.
No,
you talking about the men.
About men in dresses?
Yeah.
Not really. So for me, I personally wouldn't do it. Yeah. I don't. That's not how I identify masculinity. Yeah. But I also know that masculinity is kind of what you make it. Yeah. So I don't care if another nigga wears a dress. I don't give a shit about it. I think they're making a big deal of they're making something out of nothing. So I don't care. Yeah. But no, I'm not like one of these super masculine dudes in the police of masculinity. Like, bro, do what the fuck you want to do. Because you probably could, even if you not masculine, you probably could beat my ass, so it don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but across like different cultures, people wear different things. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like even like you see some tribes in
Like
Africa.
a fucking
like that.
dashiki could be a fucking dress.
Yeah,
But
right?
it's different on how you present it.
Yeah.
Like he's not wearing a traditionalist dress in the sense that it comes from a culture that's genderless in a sense. That's like made for a woman. In essence, and he's putting it on. Cool. I get it. It's not my favorite thing, but don't really care for it.
Yeah.
But like you said, a lot of artists over the years have worn it. Like even like Kurt Cobain wore a dress, and that was like during the grunge era, So like it was grungy, you know what I'm saying? But like he was wearing like a dress, a flower dress. So
Yeah,
what?
That plays into that Hollywood theory if you have to wear a dress to get on. You know how the whole Illuminati and
I don't believe it.
Wesley Snipes wore a dress when he went drag in the movie. Yeah,
Robin Williams, like everybody.
I mean, it's all about like the dogma, what you believe like to be what masculine and all that. Like, oh, you got to be big buff and wear tight shirts and look big. That's I don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? It's all like you said. It's all what you make it.
And our society is like moving to this weird like genderless place.
Yeah, gender fluid.
Fluid. Yeah, so
you could be what you want to be.
You could be what you really could be what you want to be. I don't know if I agree with that, but.
I mean, I feel like people could.
I can say that for another day, though.
Yeah, of course, and you probably taking it to the extreme.
It also depends on in what context you can be what you want to be.
Yeah, Phil probably thinking the extreme, like, oh, I identify as a dolphin, like.
Hey, yo, you seen that guy who identifies as a lion? Like he got
this
tatted
nigga
on his
always
face.
got some stuff.
Like he got whiskers and everything. Like
Oh, I seen that. Yeah,
he thinks he's like an actual fucking lion.
Well, there's that
whatever it is.
There's that one dude that changed himself to like a lizard or a snake. Like
and he had
the
fork
surgery.
In his tongue? Yeah,
split his tongue.
At the end of the day, people have depression. They have suicidal thoughts. At the end of the day, do what makes you happy. Fuck what everybody else thinks. Do what makes you
Sometimes you're a fucking lizard and be that fucking
exactly.
lizard.
That's not what you... Be the best fucking lizard you could possibly be.
Yeah, just be yourself.
At the end of the day, Zach is really saying, Candace Owens, stay in your lane. That's what you really want to say.
Everyone retweet and tag Candace Owens.
That's what you really want to say.
Fuck Candace Owens and anybody that love her.
And then she'll know that Phil thinks she's attractive.
Okay. Hey, she is.
Alright, but we'll skip something because we already on the topic of clothes, and we can switch to lack thereof. So something that me and Phil do frequently. I think, I'm the one that put Phil on.
You definitely put
Phil on. The nude, so we, again, live in South Florida, we got beaches, and down here they got nude beaches, and this is something that I absolutely love doing, and Phil loves doing it too. Like, and they got nudist colonies all over, so if you don't have beaches, don't feel like you have to go to a beach. I'm sure your state somewhere has some kind of nudist colony, but there is no freer feeling than going into the water on a hot day, that cool ass water touching your butt cheeks. There's no better feeling. It's so freeing, bro.
Yeah, it still touches your butt cheeks if you haven't made it.
That's true. That's true.
Nah, it hit the cheeks different.
Yeah, it definitely does. I don't know how it feels for.
That might be the name of the episode.
It hit the cheeks different.
That's a good name.
But on some real shit, I 100% agree with you. There's nothing like having your meat out in public.
Yeah.
And it being perfectly fine.
Yeah.
like not on some creep shit.
Yeah.
But just being like, I can spread my wings and let my meat fly and just hop in the water, bro. There's nothing like
spread my wings and let my. I think that's a better.
Your wings.
I think that's a
let
better
your
name.
cheeks fly.
But honestly, like, because I was thinking when I thought about topics to talk about, I thought about this. And for guys, at least, I don't know how it is for girls, but no matter what size your meat is, I feel like this can be a confidence booster. Because if you got a little meat, you go to the beach, you see other niggas with little meats. Because it's mad little meats.
Oh, white dudes, little meats.
It's
pinky meats.
Yeah. So then if you have a little meat and, I mean, you see there's other niggas out here like
me, yeah.
So that helps you build your confidence. But if you got a decent sized meat or a big meat, then
on
you're
one.
like, damn, I'm that nigga.
G shit.
Because you see all the little meat. So I feel like for men at least, it's a confidence booster regardless. Again, I can't speak on the women's perspective, but the nude beach is a great experience. Phil in episode 1, it might have been in, he talked about how people in South Florida aren't the friendliest people, but people at the nude beach, at least from my experience, have been the friendliest people. Like South Beach is cool, whatever. Every other beach down here is whatever, but the nude beach, it has friendly ass people.
I think because at the nude beach though, there's this. It's one of those situations where when you naked, it's not really a judgmental place.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we all naked, so you kind of exposed. So for me personally, it makes me appreciate all the different body types.
Yeah.
So like y'all, some people would say I'm fat phobic, which is probably true. Like I be fat shaming and shit. My bad. But I'd be out there and I'd be like, all right, she looks good for a heavy girl.
Yeah.
Like it's whatever. So
Why? Because you seen her naked?
it might be a part of it too, but. But it's just like, it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, you're going to see some of every body type, age, genders, all that stuff.
You really can't have an ego while being naked. Like, it takes away all, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, barriers or whatever. Like, you really can't have an ego while being naked.
Not to mention, it's the best vibe out there, man. Like, if you want to go to a beach, and the beach is named Hollover, if anybody wants to go Hollover Beach.
Yes.
But if you want to go to a beach and just go out there, enjoy the sun, chill, walk around, just meet nice people, that's the beach to go to. It's not a lot of kids out there, which I like, because you don't hear fucking badass kids and shit.
Really any kids.
And there's a regular side, a clothes side, and a...
Well, it's optional. You can be optional on the new part too, but I mean,
yeah. The first time me and Tatiana went, I think she was just topless. Well, actually, she eventually got fully naked, but I mean, it's all everyone there. Again, it's a judgment-free zone for the most part. You do have some creeps out there.
Big creeps, but that's part of what.
Like Zach?
No, Phil definitely a creep out there.
I people watch. I'm not a creep, but nigga, you probably a creep. I people watch, but I don't like stare. It's more of I have my sunglasses on, so you don't know I'm looking at you anyways.
Oh dear.
So it's just like I people watch on the regular, so I'm not gonna change my behaviors because we naked. But
and again, back to the confident. I've always felt like I've had high confidence. I'm not always tough on myself or whatever. But I think it was the first time I went, I had a group of gay guys staring at me, and I definitely felt like that nigga. Like, if they found me attractive, then I'm clearly that nigga. You feel me?
I think the nude beach was my first time where I felt self-conscious.
Yeah.
Until I actually got naked. Because it's one of those things where, because it's not normal, you have to break a social norm. And that's honestly why I went. I was like, I just want to see what it feels like to break social norms. And then I went out there and I was like, damn. All right, well, I'm naked. I don't want to walk around. I'm a little bitch.
The first time you go, it can be uncomfortable, especially as a guy. You're seeing all these, in South Florida, you're seeing a lot of beautiful naked women, as well as old people.
Yeah.
So it's hard. You walking around on hard.
Oh,
so that's the most uncomfortable part, is walking around on hard, and it's like, I don't know what to do. Should I hide it? Should I let it be free? And you having that internal battle. But once you realize literally everyone here is naked as well, you're not the only one. Like, you're gonna feel like you're the only one naked, everyone else clothed. But once you realize everyone's in the same situation,
they just here trying to have a good time like you.
Exactly. So just let that meat be hard or soft, whatever.
That meat gonna go down though, low key.
It will. The last few times I went, I don't think I got hard once.
I don't. Not like first time I saw a baddie and was like, jeez. Yeah. But after that, I'm Gucci now. But it's just like, I didn't actually make friends there. Like, talk to some girl and her mom for like an hour and a half. And I was like, then you here with your mom? That's wild.
Yeah.
But that was chill.
That's a good point, though, because I think Phil and Zach feel differently on this subject. But, because I think Phil, haven't you invited Zach a couple times?
Yeah, I invited
Zach like, nah, I'm not with him.
I invited him and his girl with me and my girl. But he like
couples.
For me, like I don't like going to the nude beach alone. Yeah. So like a lot of the times I would go alone and my girl started coming with me. But when you out there dolo, it's boring as hell. Yeah. But if you get in a group, it's so much fun.
Yeah, that's true.
Like when you got somebody to talk to and y'all kick it, it's way easier to meet people because they don't want to just talk to a single dude there because they like, all right, this nigga's a creep.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you got like a dude or some females with you, people are way more just inviting. So I told Zach, like if I caught y'all there, it wouldn't be awkward for me because I'm not attracted to men, so I'm not gonna look at you and be like, damn.
But for me, it's not you being naked. Is being around your girl naked. Like, I wouldn't want my my dick to be hard, and then you like, oh, this nigga hard because of my girl.
I mean, I personally wouldn't care because if she's gonna be naked there, she's gonna be naked there regardless.
That's true.
So like she goes there without me sometimes. So if she's there and she's naked and you magically run into her, I can't control that.
Yeah.
But if you my nigga, I gotta trust. At some point, you my homie. I gotta trust that you don't want my girl, and I can leave my girl in the room with you anyways. If we don't got the level of trust, then you shouldn't be my guy anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just like it is what it is. I don't look at sex that way for me.
Yeah. Would y'all ever go, Brandon, AJ?
Brandon's definitely gonna go, and you know why.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Would you ever go, Brandon?
I mean, I'd go. Like I'm not shy about anything. So you guys know that.
But I've said it several podcasts. You a cute ass nigga, so you have no reason not to go, bro.
You know
Most of them gay niggas gonna love you.
Because I heard about you. I was waiting on you at the door.
You know, I mean, I appreciate the compliment, but you know,
gay
it's all
niggas gonna be
good.
like, cute.
Hey, so you know, it's all good, man. You know, both sexes find you attractive. That's pretty cool. You know, like I don't stress none of that stuff. I'm just like, you know, I gotta make sure my body right. You know what I'm saying? My stomach. You know,
Nah, you really don't though.
They're bro.
It's gonna be an old dude out there with a pot belly, bro,
seriously.
and you gonna.
Phil, you've been out there looking like a Teddy Graham too.
Yo, he's looked like a
Back
Teddy
in-
Graham his
back
whole
in-
life.
But there was a point where he was severely Teddy Graham.
But I can still look down and see my meat.
How you?
So-
How you?
That's all
Teddy-
that matters.
That's all that matters, yeah.
So yeah, it don't matter what you look
So,
like.
AJ,
like,
would you ever
Me,
go?
I don't know. I wouldn't say no, but I haven't really thought about it or considered
And
it.
I'm just asking, would you go? Period. I'm not asking, would you go and be naked?
I think I start with like a Speedo on first, you know, and then ease my way to like, you know, taking it off, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm here, guys.
Even if you don't get nude, I think I recommend everybody I talk to. I tell them to go on some. Just go experience something different. You don't have to necessarily get naked. So just open your eyes up to a new.
Oh, I'm
view,
not scared
you
of
know
getting
what I'm saying?
naked. You
Yeah,
know.
but I'm saying
We
like
know that.
I'm
We
talking
know
about.
that. You know.
Hey man, we ain't gonna talk about that. But
Phil.
fuck you, man. Yo, I'm gonna get mad. You don't even talk about that.
Oh god.
Hey,
Yo, I'm gonna get mad, bro.
we family now,
Can
bro.
we talk about that story?
Go ahead, G.
He said, don't even talk about
Don't talk,
it. Now he wants to talk
but people
about
gonna want to know, so we'll talk about it.
it. Yeah, but we can't.
And y'all can tell me if I'm
Do
wrong.
you guys
or not.
really want to know?
Okay, I'll start by saying you have a right to be mad,
Every right to be mad.
but you getting way more pissed than I feel like you should be getting.
No, fam.
But Brandon, or AJ, you tell the
tell.
unbiased point of view because I feel like you're the best storyteller, and then both of y'all could tell y'all points of view.
Phil don't really have a point of view. He was knocked out. But this is back in the vlogging days
Yeah,
too,
this
right?
is on video, so
Yeah, this is
y'all
on
could
video.
watch the footage and
Don't
make your own
watch it.
decision.
This
Don't
is,
watch it.
and back in the vlogging days, I mean, vlogging days is gonna come back, but I feel like it was just more not do it for the camera, but like we were just like, all right, we're
Yeah.
gonna do whatever. It's funny.
Oh, Brandon would have did this regardless.
That's true. I think Brandon's done it off camera a couple times
Yeah.
too.
Multiple times.
But multiple times. But anyway, so which one was it? What was it? New Year's?
I think it was New Year's.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was at your
So
house.
at my house. So New Year's, it got kind of lit.
This
Not
same
lit,
night I was gonna
but,
fight
like-
Brandon too, right?
But
I
Brandon,
think so.
Yeah.
Don't call my bitch a bitch.
that was that same night.
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
I
was
only
that
speak
same
in
night.
truths. I only speak in truth.
All right.
That was
continue.
that. Damn, we got a lot of stories.
Yeah.
But okay, so Brandon and Phil both got on their level, and Phil actually passed out. I forgot where were we going somewhere? I think we were going somewhere.
But I know
Him
Phil
and his
was
girl
in
at the
someone's
Yeah,
time,
we was going to like another like,
We went to
little
somebody
shindig.
else's party, crashed they shit,
Yeah.
ate up all their food and bounced.
and came back. So this is after we came back.
Yeah.
Okay, they just said I was the best storyteller, and I'm over here forgetting details. But so anyways, when Phil and his girl at the time came back, his girl walked into the place, and we were like, "Where's Phil?" She's like, "Oh, I left him in the car. He's asleep." And we're like, "You can't leave a drunk person asleep in the car. This is Phil too. He's gonna be out there for a minute." But the doors were locked, windows were up, everything. So we're like, "All right, we gotta go get him." So me, Phil, Zach go out there, and Zach already has his camera out. He's like, "All right, we're about to vlog this, or whatever." And then
Niggas is the ops.
it just because Phil gets drunk and just passes out.
I
You
used
can't
to.
move him like
Yeah,
you
used to.
used to.
I don't get that way no more.
Bro,
The last time you were drunk, it was the same thing.
bro, you
Nah.
was
just
haven't- you
bro,
just
we
haven't
was
been-
palming your head and moving your neck.
That was
I coulda
a
swore I
year and
broke
a
your
half
neck.
ago.
Okay, that's the last time you got that drunk, though.
No.
Bro, you're 30. You're 31 now.
Good point. Good point.
That's another story. But continue.
Good
Adrian.
point.
So like I was like, all right, I can't leave my dog out there. And then we also got to mess with Phil because he's drunk and passed out. Anytime someone passes out, for the most part, we mess with them or had. And so Brandon's just like, all right, my cheeks are coming out. He opens the door and on camera he just puts his cheeks in Phil's face while Phil's sleeping.
And of course, AJ means butt cheeks, not face cheeks.
Booty cheeks, yes.
Disrespectful, bro.
And
On camera, and then Phil woke up, was none the wiser, and then got really mad a little bit later.
mad with booty particles all over his face. How you mad with booty
Hey,
particles?
Mad with booty
I
particles,
didn't
like-
touch him.
It don't matter, bro. So
I didn't touch
this
you.
is my gripe.
So
with Brandon.
wait. So Phil's perspective from this. Go ahead.
This is my gripe with Brandon. I don't care if y'all fuck with me when I'm drunk, but because Brandon half white, he be on some weird shit when niggas get drunk. So I think this when the white come out of him. Cause like regular niggas don't put their ass cheeks in their homie's face when they get drunk. That's disrespectful, fam.
But didn't you? I wasn't there for this, but didn't you put your butt cheeks in his face?
Yes,
No.
he
He
did.
did. Yes, he
I
did.
remember it.
No.
I
I
remember the smell.
Yes, at payback.
I
That was
remember the
after.
smell.
No,
I
this
re-
wasn't before.
I was doing push-ups and you put your butt in my face.
Yeah, this was afterwards. Cause I'm like that nigga disrespecting me.
Yeah, this was a little bit.
So I
after
gotta
too.
get
This
white
was-
right
but
back
the
at
thing
him.
is
The thing is,
afterwards.
this was a little
Okay.
bit after too. So Phil was just in there fuming.
Yeah,
been
it's
thinking
like
about it
bruh,
for a minute.
Plotting on me.
like prior to you doing
He's
it,
like- he was
I
plotting
would-
it. Like Brandon was drunk. It was like, all right, whatever, I'm gonna do it. Phil was like, nah. He was sitting in his room playing in this,
Totally
waiting on
sober.
the moment.
Not to
Totally
mention,
sober.
me and Brandon had got into it that night, so that just added up. Like
You guys
that was,
had got into
we
it.
got-
What
we
night?
that
didn't
was
get
more.
into it
That
that night.
was the same.
Was
night.
it Brandon or was it Luke?
No, that was the same
Don't call
night.
my bitch a bitch.
That was the same.
No,
night.
that wasn't me. That wasn't me that night. That was Luke.
That was you.
No, it wasn't.
That
I
was
focused
you.
on other
Wait,
things.
what? You guys were talking about 2 different nights.
No, this was the same New Year's
All right,
night.
Winwood.
anyways.
No, Winwood is when I called your girl.
Mm-mm.
No,
Yes.
it was
Mm-mm.
Winwood. I did. I did
All
that.
right,
at
wait,
Winwood,
guys,
and
guys,
I
guys.
did
The
that,
people
You
not
guys,
gonna care about
no,
this
I'm
part.
gonna tell the story.
Don't care about this.
When it actually happened was
Chris's
our-
birthday.
Chris's birthday was when the actual altercation happened, or the not altercation but discussion happened, and then it got brought up again on New Year's, and you guys were just heated talking about it.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. No, but I think it was Luke said something to you, and then that triggered you onto me, and then I was like,
I don't even think Luke was there.
We've had our fair share of disagreements. I think me and you have probably gotten the closest to fighting out amongst the girl
That's
on multiple
facts.
occasions.
Yes.
That's not even.
Me and Phil
Yes,
got
that
close
is
once.
true.
They're
We
Chicago,
got, yeah,
but
we
we'll
did
save
get
that for
close
another.
once. Yeah, me and you got, but me, I think me and Brandon got close. Like me and Brandon was right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Chicago.
We was
trip.
right there. I told the nigga you wasn't getting
Yeah.
no hoes.
Oh
my
we'll
gosh,
save that
bro.
one for a different
Yeah.
pod. Save it for
Chicago
a different pod.
Crazy.
We
That
should
was
do
a
a whole
great
podcast
trip.
There's a
on the
video.
Chicago trip.
There's a video with no sound for a reason.
I didn't want to
Record
incriminate
photos.
anybody.
All right, so
But
Brandon,
tell me-
Brandon,
but
you're-
wait.
we're back to the cheeks.
I got-
Yeah, no, I'm saying, tell me if I'm wrong though, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong. If another nigga put his ass in your face, that's fighting terms, right?
It's not
I don't
that
know
big
if
of a
it's
deal.
fighting. So that's why I said you had a right to be mad.
But
Wait.
I don't think you should stay mad this long.
Yeah, every time we bring it up, you get like
Bro,
You start-
I,
look at he's biting his lip.
I didn't.
Chill
Hold
out.
on. I'm going to tell you this.
I'm not
I,
mad like that anymore, but I used to.
I didn't
used to.
touch you with my cheeks, and I didn't fart.
It was relatively close to
He
my
Thank
face.
could, bro.
God.
Brandon can fart on command. He could have
Yes.
if he wanted to.
I couldn't.
But that shit
and I
was next to
didn't.
my
I
But that's
didn't. You know what I'm
restraint.
saying?
You
I was
should
like,
be
all right,
appreciative.
there's a line, and I put it right there.
The
it
line-
was 3 inches from
The
your
line,
face.
There's
the
a
line,
line
the
you had already-
vertical line was his booty grip.
There's a line you had already crossed it, but in my
Nah.
opinion,
So I'm gonna tell you my perspective of this, right? So I was drinking, it was fun, and so I went outside. Everybody was going outside to check on Phil, and I was like, "Oh, it's Phil. He's passed out. Like, what can I do? I didn't have a Sharpie. I couldn't write on his forehead or anything like that.
would that have
So-
pissed you off more?
yeah, bro.
So my booty cheeks is less pissing
Bro,
off than my
He's
marker.
taking notes. So another thing you guys should notice is that Phil and Brandon like to mess with each other the most. Like it's just they go back and forth probably
Yes.
the most.
we bicker the most.
They
yeah.
they try to find ways to get on each other's nerves like the most. It's just fun.
It's like we're brothers. You know what I'm saying? He's
Yeah.
my older brother, and I'm just like fucking with him all the time.
But yeah, Brandon, you can go back.
So I see this half dead, half passed out man in the car, and I'm
That
like,
whom he loves.
you know what? Like we family. Like at this point, all the stuff we done been through. So I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like this ain't gonna drive a wedge between us. I was like, I'm just gonna put my butt in his face. Like it's not that big of a deal. It's not like I'm like gonna do like
Do it
some
for the
Halo teabagging him or anything like that. That's really white. But so I was just like, all right, I'm gonna put my butt in his face, and he's not gonna be. I'm gonna get close, but I ain't gonna get too close to where it causes like bodily harm or anything like that. So that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it's not a big deal. It's just funny. You know what I'm saying?
No,
And now,
bro.
if I
He was
touched his
sound
face
asleep.
with my cheeks, now that would have been a problem. I think you should have killed me for that. But like, you know what I'm
No,
saying?
bro, listen. I've been drunk before, and y'all have fucked with me, and that I've been cool with. So
No,
like,
because you get mad at the bitch I'm back on my coma or whatever.
Bro,
but that's just embarrassing.
I take full responsibility.
That's just, but that's actually funny though.
It was
Yeah.
a beautiful idea. I had to pat myself on the back for that.
You might have to plug that in the pod.
Yeah, I might.
But that's just funny though. It's I don't know, bro. It's different, and Brandon just know how to toe that line of disrespect because he knows it gets under my skin. Like at no point do I want another man's ass cheek next to my face,
Yeah.
whether I'm passed out, drunk or not. Like that ain't
Okay,
cool.
so he
makes
gets
you
mad.
feel-
The only reason why he's mad is because he wasn't awake at the time. If he was awake at the time, it'd have been okay.
If I was awake at the time, bro, and you put
I
your
got-
ass that close to my face, we might have been
Hey,
fighting.
Alright,
I got texts to
Alright.
show that you.
All right, we
Ding,
gonna
ding,
move
ding,
on
ding,
because
hit the-
I'm sure
hit the ringer.
the listeners have probably tapped out at this point. They've been pressing the skip 30 seconds ahead.
Yeah.
But we gonna switch gears completely. I know some people, we kind of got split on this. Some people want to hear us talk about sports. Some people don't give a fuck if we talk about sports. So definitely let us know, because it's all been our close friends that have let us know about the sports conversations. But from the listeners, we would love to hear if y'all want to hear sports talk or not. But we talked about it last podcast, NBA off season. At this point, we've had the NBA draft. We have free agency happening at this very moment. But we'll start and talk about the Warriors because they've had a couple of different things happen with them. So starting off, Klay Thompson, torn Achilles. How does that affect the Warriors in the Western Conference?
Can I start?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
go
ahead.
This one hurt me the most. From y'all know from our 2K live, our 2K days, our 2K fantasy days.
Yeah.
I'm an avid Klay Thompson fan. I
Yeah.
love Klay, and I've argued with him religiously how Klay on fire is hotter than any other athlete on fire. If that makes sense. I'm sure AJ can explain that better. But I like watching, being a guy that's a 3-and-D guy. I love watching Klay play. Pause. That is
Bro, I'm not laughing at. I'm laughing at you calling yourself a 3-and-D.
I am. You know, I got defense, not shoot threes. I might not make them at a high
You're gonna
clip.
have to turn me down. I laughed too hard.
but I hate not seeing Klay play, especially with Steph. Because I like Steph coming out the draft, and I just thought he was gonna be cold. So I like watching their style play. But him being down, the Warriors gonna be a fourth or fifth seed. I don't see them coming out the West, and I also never had them coming out the West anyways, because I think LeBron's gonna get a three-peat.
So you don't think a healthy Warriors team that dominated prior to all the injuries could make it back to the finals?
I think they could get to the Western Conference Finals, but I don't think they beat the Lakers.
No,
Because
they don't.
had LeBron had one more healthy All-Star the first
Yeah.
year, he beats the Warriors in my opinion. But the year Kyrie and K Love got hurt,
Yeah.
and so and when the Lakers signed AD, my prediction was LeBron's gonna get a three-peat in LA, and I feel he's gonna get 6 or 7 rings. That's just my personal opinion. Yeah.
If they keep filling out the spots, yes.
Yeah, and shit, they got Trez now, they got Matthews, they got Schroeder. I think they finna run it back, and
They got a lot better pieces this year. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Matthews didn't really play well for the Bucks last year in the playoffs.
Wesley Smack.
but he's also not a
Yeah.
15 million price tag like Danny Green is, though. So.
Yeah,
Okay,
Danny
that's
Green's trash. He's like the trash. He's actually just the liner of the trash can. He's just trash. Like he's like the Green Ranger. The Green Ranger was never trash. Like, well, how can you even say you're that guy?
He never used to be that bad.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were saying he was.
No, his handle is like the Green Ranger. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
you disrespect Tommy like that. But like, yeah. So they're acquiring pieces that are really quintessential to like what they're doing.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's just like some run of the mill like you got J.R. Smith or
Yeah.
this and or who's from the Heat, waiters, like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. People were like way out of their prime.
Hey, waiters
and
got a
falling
ring now.
off. Yeah, they got a ring, but
Wait,
like
so
you know,
okay, I like Montrezl Harrell. Matthews is definitely out of his prime.
Yeah.
Schroeder was a good ad,
Yeah.
but he's gonna be a distributor. I think he best serves them as a distributor off the bench, almost kind of like a Lou Will.
I think he's gonna be same role that he was in OKC. He's gonna get the touches for the six man position.
yeah.
And I also think it depends on what they do with KCP and Kuz. I think if they keep KCP and Kuz.
Well, KCP's out of here.
Yeah, I think they moved Casey.
No, okay, early reports were saying that he was gonna stay.
He was saying he wanted to go.
But they had reported earlier that he was talking about staying.
It don't matter what he wants.
I mean, he might be leaving to go for more money. You know, he's got those issues, but like, you know, I mean, if he leaves, I don't really care. He played really great in the playoffs, but like, other than that, like, you know.
Let's get back to the Warriors though.
Yeah. So on the Warriors, I mean, they'll have Steph back. They'll have Weissman now.
Oubre.
Wiggins.
Yeah.
Wiggins.
So that was what I was going to talk about next. So they got Oubre in a trade, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's big for them.
I'm a big Oubre fan.
Yeah. All the girls and AJ.
All the girls and AJ.
Oubre makes noise, but I don't think
Oubre's live. He plays defense. He can shoot off ball.
Would he have been a starter if Clay was healthy? You think?
No.
It depends on who they're starting five. I mean, who they would start the season with. I think they should move Wiggins, and maybe even Wiseman if they can get a big name player back. Like I would trade Wiseman and Wiggins for, and maybe a pick for like Harden or something if they can do that, or
also,
someone of that caliber. But
Yeah.
I also don't think they get Oubre if Clay's healthy. But the thing that made them so successful in their championship runs was their bench. They don't have Ben Jadell, and they also don't have.
it was KD.
No, before
So
KD.
the 2 years
KD,
before.
yeah, KD was a cheat code. I'm talking about the year they won it without KD.
But
and
even so,
they didn't really have a bench with
they
when
were
KD
very
was there.
susceptible.
All I remember is Livingston.
Barbosa. What's the bull name?
Barbosa was before.
He won the championship in the first ring.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about with KD.
I think
No,
Livingston,
the first ring. I'm not including KD.
Livingston,
KD
I think was their
You're
prime.
talking about when they beat LeBron.
The first time, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they were very susceptible. Like, if LeBron had all his pieces together, if Olynyk didn't hurt Kevin Love, and I think they would win that.
I do too.
They would win that. It's a LeBron
Yeah, but
factor.
I mean, you can say the same thing about when LeBron beat them though, because Draymond was out.
Yeah.
They had injuries, stuff like that.
So evened out. But I also
Draymond kicked LeBron in the nuts.
He was suspended, and I think later on they were like, I don't think he should have been suspended.
And they
But,
gave him that,
yeah.
even with Plato, I thought that Nuggets were still better. So I had them around 3-4. So now I got them like 4, 5, 6 in that range. But they still get to playoffs.
As of right now, he's talking about the Golden State.
Yeah, I think they might get to the second round. I don't think they're gonna go deep in the playoffs though.
Yeah.
I don't think Steph's that good as everybody says he is.
We gonna see.
What?
I don't.
That's disrespectful.
I don't.
Do you not
How
remember
much
Steph from
more
Davidson?
do you need to watch, bro?
No, it's like, when he doesn't have those pieces around him, he's not that good.
But you can say that about any other NBA
Andre
player.
Iguodala wins the MVP over him, like, come on, bro. Like, yo,
That
I
was
respect you, Zach, but like, come on.
No, Andre Iguodala was also a lot about his defense.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I
Because
agree,
he held
but
Bron
like,
7 points.
but like, even though, okay, so you have a superstar like that.
Yeah.
A superstar on any night is going to score 20 easily.
Yeah.
Even if they're having an off night, they're going to get 20. But like Steph, like when he played against the Cavaliers,
Yeah.
you had
Wasn't-
fucking Deladova guarding him and holding him to 20
Yeah.
instead of like 30 or 40.
Wasn't when Iguodala won Finals MVP? Wasn't that the first Warriors championship?
Yeah, and Deladova had
He was struggling with injuries too.
Yeah.
So
Steph was.
and I always hold like,
he
bro,
was struggling
that's
with
that's
Deladova, but
that's
not no injuries.
that's
His
the
ankles, bro. He has no
big
ankles.
stage. Like your first
Deladova.
finals, like I'm not gonna expect you to ball the fuck out. Like Steph, after that first finals, like in the finals, he has played pretty well, great. I think Steph still top 3 point guards in the league.
Oh, easily. I think he's a bucket. And
I think-
also, go ahead.
I think he is up there with his shooting abilities, like it puts him definitely up there.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's that guy.
I mean, the
really,
only thing he can't do is
respect
defend.
his game, but I don't think he's that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like if Andre Iguodala wins the MVP over you, like what the fuck was you doing,
bro? But
and he wasn't
there's
doing
no
like immaculate numbers. Like
there's no point guard in the league that can win a finals on their own. 0 point guard in the league.
But we put that pressure on LeBron James when he goes in. He's pretty much playing. Okay, he's playing like a power forward.
Let's just talk about point guards though.
Guard. He's pretty much playing. In this day and age, it's positionless basketball.
But I'm because it's a size thing as well. Let's just talk about point guards. If you want to talk about players that are that guy at point guard, I'd probably say Russell Westbrook is someone that is that guy who can do everything on the floor.
Are we talking about as of now?
Yeah.
And
his defense is suspect.
Also, wouldn't put it
but he probably has the most well-rounded game of all point guards. But he's not.
No. I like Dame more.
I like Dame too.
Okay, so let's say Dame.
Chris Paul.
Let's say Dame. Dame's not going to win anything by himself.
Even who?
Jamal Murray.
I agree.
He's a shooting guard kind of.
Okay, and we can name point guard after point guard after point guard. None of them are going to win it on their own.
Nobody ever has won it on their own. Whether they want you to believe that or not, like Jordan never won it on his own.
But I think the only people that can put the team on their back are guys that have size. So guys, as much as I fucking hate him, LeBron, you have Antetokounmpo, Kawhi, guys that like that 3 position that have size, that can distribute. Like those are people that can put a team on their back. A small guy is not gonna be able to do that by themselves. You feel me?
I mean, not
except for AI.
That's exactly what I was going to go.
AI was different.
AI was
the league
6'1" and was just a fucking hooper.
But listen,
what do you Eric Snow? Like,
but listen, all right, because
Coach
Snow. Shout out to Coach Snow.
Because they traded for Oubre, I think his job got easier.
Yeah.
So I'm agree with Brandon a little bit. That if you would
fuck
have
Brandon, bro. This nigga a fucking small forward playing basketball, and that's why he hating on point guards right now. I'm a represent for my position, bro.
But look, I agree with him in the sense that if Steph had to carry a team, we haven't seen him carry a team, and when he has to carry a team, he shows up, he gets numbers, but he gets injured easily because he can't take that beating every night. But because they acquired Oubre, I think that makes his job easier. He's still gonna have to go out there, be the lead scorer, be the playmaker.
If you look at any great team that's ever like come out, they've had a lot of great role players. Great, they just find their role, find their niche, and they just play. Like when you had Jordan, he had Dennis Rodman just come in there and freaking just rebound the damn basketball. Wouldn't score a point, but rebound the basketball. Yeah, Scottie Pippen played defense, but was still one of the top scorers in the league. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like every team you have, like even LeBron James, he goes to the final, he had nobody. You know, AI went to the finals, he had nobody but himself. You know what I'm saying? But when they surround themselves around like decent players, like you had LeBron James, you had Dwayne Wade, you had Chris Bosh, and they win championships.
And Curry's defense is different for him because those teams you mentioned didn't have a system. So the Warriors actually have a system, and I think.
What do you mean they didn't have a system?
They didn't. The way the Warriors move the ball, their offense is very fluid. So you talk about AI, LeBron, them having to carry teams. They are the offense. They create possessions, whereas Draymond creates possessions for everybody. Because of that, I honestly think this might be the best Steph Curry we see. But I don't know if it's gonna last the whole season.
I don't know if he can be better than he got the unanimous.
MVP. When he got the unanimous,
when he kept breaking records back.
But beats. I mean, he broke his hand, so like his legs are good. So I think this might be up there one of the best Currys we see, and I think that Oubre takes a lot off his plate. So I'm excited for it.
I think Oubre is a great player.
But again, I think like I said, LeBron's gonna win it again.
All right,
you're not gonna convince me.
So Phil, females love old Oubre.
Phil talking about his favorite team. So let's switch over to his second favorite team, the Miami Heat. So y'all drafted. How do you pronounce his name? Precious. God bless you.
Corny, bro.
Bro, I'm fucking funny. But
why are you looking in the camera? He's gonna zoom in on his face.
How y'all feel about Precious?
I like him a lot. I thought he was gonna be. He was one of my. I think he was my. Excuse me.
I had dreams that
that
He was my favorite player coming into the draft.
Well, sorry, continue.
Yeah, he was my favorite player
Okay.
coming into this draft. I didn't think the Heat were going to be able to get him because he was projected to be top 5, top 10 between that range. I think he got injured or something during the season, was why he fell. But I think he's perfect for us too. He plays good defense. He can guard. He can guard quicker players, probably 2 to 5,
Yeah.
and he can step out and his form looks good. He can hit a shot, so I think he's gonna be. I think he can probably play for us right away, get good minutes, and work well alongside Bam.
So I really want to hear from them because AJ definitely most logical in the house. But I also feel like you most love it in the house, and I've said this before. I feel like you've never disliked a player that y'all have ever drafted or acquired. So
we make good decisions though. They consistently draft good people and are good players or players with potential.
I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
I second to that. Like, we always draft like a really good player.
Yeah.
Unlike the Miami Dolphins. But we always draft a good player, and I think like we have a great player development.
Yeah, not only a good player, but like people who fit within the Heat culture that everyone is not being privy
and everything.
to. Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he's gonna be in shape. He's gonna be able
to run.
Like,
you can always build that up. Like, repetition and practice and working on it. They said he can't shoot that well.
He got a good touch. He got a good touch though.
He has the tools to be able to.
Yeah, so you can always work on that shit.
I like that pick. It reminds me of Bam, honestly.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Bam, and I think he's gonna be one of those players that they plug in. He's gonna give you good minutes, and over the years, you're just gonna see his improvement because he has a good shooter's touch. Like, he has good form. His defense is already there. His athleticism is through the roof. So I like the pick. I don't watch college basketball much, but just like looking at his pros, I read his pros and cons in his pre-draft report. I like it, and I think like I said, I think the Heat have one of the best player development systems in the league.
All right.
Yeah, man.
All right, well, we'll see what the Heat got for us this upcoming season, but I'm sure the listeners have had enough about sports. So something that you wanted to talk about, and you're the only one that watched it, is Kevin Hart, stand-up comedian. Everyone knows who he is.
Whoa, that
he just dropped a stand-up, and you thought it was trash, right?
I thought it was trash. It was unwatchable, bro. And the last couple, before I preface this, I fuck with Kevin Hart in the sense that I like what he represents.
Yeah.
I like him as a mogul. I like what he's doing for comedy and just building his own shit. But as a comedian, bro, Kevin Hart don't got it no more.
He's past that, bro.
Huh?
I say he's past that.
He's past it. Yeah, you just stick to entertainment. Don't go back to stand-ups.
He's way better in movies. Put out good movies, not quantity. Please, quality.
Stand-up is not his thing because with Kevin Hart, it's the same shit. It's a different joke, though.
Yeah.
And so it's the same antics, the same recycled jokes, the same style, the same format. And he's not hitting you with something new. He's not hitting you with something new. And so for me, like, I want to like it, so I watched it, but it was trash. If y'all want something funny, watch Dave Chappelle and Bill Burr stand-ups.
Bro, honestly, though, I think Chappelle is past comedy, too. And a lot of people have said this. Like,
on which stand-up, though? Because if you ask me his stand-ups, minus the YouTube special and the one he did for COVID, his actual 4 stand-ups that he got on Netflix, all hilarious to me.
So there's funny moments, but a lot of the time, he's an extremely intelligent person, well-spoken. But I just feel like at this point he's more of like a public speaker, motivational speaker.
Yeah, he's like someone you go listen to at like a big like congregation or something. Which I think is good. I mean, he's old. He's experienced. Not old, I mean old, but he's experienced. He has a lot of good insight. He has, like you said, a brilliant mind, and he delivers like not hard truths, but like good points in a funny way. It makes you think about things differently, and I don't know. I enjoy that more so than a lot of just stand up. Also,
like you can't tell me any of his recent stand ups are as good as like Killing Him Softly. I
don't know, bro, because I like it based on the climate.
Yeah,
and because of our climate, he pushed the boundaries so far where he made it cool to be unfiltered. Yeah. So that's why, and I think it's hilarious. And I think by him doing that, Bill Burr was able to That
Yeah.
Paper Tiger
Yeah.
stand up is hilarious.
Yeah.
If y'all haven't watched it, that's
No,
just
it's funny.
hilarious.
It's funny.
So for me, like I like comedians that aren't unfiltered, just because in my real life I'm unfiltered, so
Yeah.
I can relate to it. So they always hide me. But Kevin Hart, his shit was just it's PG. He's not pushing the boundaries. It's the same wash jokes, and I'm just like I watched it 30 minutes in. I might have laughed maybe once. It's just like
You
a
think
sympathy
That's
laugh.
what
you
I
think
heard
he's
everyone
scarred from
say.
getting canceled or whatever, and
Yeah.
he's probably trying to be.
I think he
He's
has.
probably just trying not to mess up. Like he's trying to put out stuff that he knows he's gonna get paid for,
He-
and not mess up
yeah,
future
just,
bags and
it's
stuff like that.
monetary. He just wants the money.
Yeah.
But you don't need to do that, right?
You
He
don't. You
doesn't.
can
No,
put out-
He's so wealthy. He doesn't need to put out a stand up because he has.
What is he talking about in the stand up? What I heard is just him talking about like how much money he has.
No, there's a good tweet that talked about it, where it's just like, my daughter's a hoe, my son's stupid. I want to cheat, but I can't cheat because I'm scared of getting canceled. I forget who
Yeah.
tweeted it, but that tweet was like spot on,
Yeah.
and that was the whole comedy special.
Trash.
It was not good, but y'all can watch it because he was retweeting all the people that found it funny,
Yeah.
and I was like, these clearly the niggas that are politically correct,
Yeah.
and so I don't like that crowd anyways.
Yeah. I mean, I never thought Kevin Hart was all that funny. It was just a bunch of hype.
Nah, his first 3 stand-ups are funny
Yeah,
as hell.
They're all
His first 3 is funny.
There's parts, but like I never really thought he was that funny.
What was the one with the
Oh, she doesn't have any nipples.
Yeah, no. That shit was hilarious.
It was funny, like parts of it were funny, but like, you know what I'm saying, like compared to like I used to watch a lot of like Eddie Murphy
Yeah.
and Bernie Mac and
Bernie.
Richard Pryor.
Honestly, and this is a hot
And-
take, and I'm not a stand-up comedian, and if I was a stand-up comedian, I'd get
Bro,
pushed
just
for
say
this.
it.
Eddie Murphy's
Uh-oh.
Delirious or Raw, both, whatever, are not that funny.
You wildin'.
Yo,
They're
you
not that funny.
Yo,
You wildin'.
They're
Hey,
not that
somebody
funny.
get a drug test right now.
Bro,
We
you
need
have to
check
take
this
it to the
man.
context of time, Eric.
I know that.
Bro,
I'm
that
not
shit's
saying
hilarious.
I'm not like offended by it when
Yeah.
I watch. They're just not as funny as because everyone they put that on like the upper echelon, like that's the creme de la creme. To me, it's not that funny.
I don't know if it's the creme de la creme or if it was just broke barriers. So like when I watched Raw like a year ago, and I was
Which one's the
cracking up.
one where he's in the red suit? Is
That's
that
Raw.
Raw?
That's
Okay,
Raw.
that
Raw.
one's not that funny.
Delirious is the purple.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Raw I thought was hilarious, and I was like, he could never say this today without.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy
Yeah.
was he would get canceled immediately.
Yeah.
Like first word he said would be get canceled.
So if y'all don't like Kevin Hart, what comedians are y'all watching now, or who do y'all think is putting out good stand-ups?
Hannibal Buress.
Yeah, Hannibal Buress. I mean, we watched
I
it
don't-
together. We watched it
Hilarious.
I don't find Hannibal that
He's
funny.
hilarious.
He is.
What?
I think
I
Phil
don't
doesn't
find
like
it.
him because he's not. Is he kind of PC or not really?
Nah.
No,
I feel like he doesn't-
Hell no.
Yeah, he went to SIU.
He from
Okay.
Chicago too, so it's like
I think-
I seen him at niggas booed him at SIU.
Really?
Yes,
I think he just doesn't make the comedy you like, but he's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
funny.
I mean, obviously we talked about Chappelle. What's the dude's name
I like
that has the
dude you
3
put me
daughters
on.
or the 2
Joe,
daughters?
Joe
Bert
Conoy.
Kreischer.
Oh, but yeah, Bert.
Oh,
What's
yo,
his name?
he's
Bert
hilarious.
Kreischer.
He is
The
all 3 of his,
machine!
bro.
I don't think
all
I've
3
seen
of
him.
his
To
are
me,
hilarious.
so I listened to his podcast with him and Tom Segura, but
Yeah.
Tom
his
Segura's lit.
stand,
He's
yeah,
cool.
Tom Segura is super funny, but Bert Kreischer to me isn't that funny.
You don't think you?
Go in your room. Go.
You didn't like his stand-ups? Well, so I think Phil, you would
Shut
like him a
up.
lot too, because most
don't
of his
think-
stand-ups are just hilarious, crazy stories, and like
Yeah.
that's like kind of what you tell.
Yeah,
But-
send me some stuff. I'll watch it.
I don't think Phil would like.
I
him,
like
honestly.
stand-up comedy. I like the dude you put me on, Joe Coy.
Joe-
Coy.
Oh,
yeah,
Joe
Joe
Coy.
Coy's
Yeah, Joe
hilarious.
He was
Coy's good.
cool, and I
Yeah.
think what's nigga slept on Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah.
He's
yeah.
funny.
Trevor Noah's he's good.
He's
He's
funny.
kind of but
It's
you
it's
just said
P-
you don't really like PC.
Yeah, Trevor Noah is super
but it's
PC.
political,
Yeah,
so
Okay.
I'm weird because I like politics.
Yeah, and he's also in that same echelon of Chappelle where they kind of give like a speech. Almost.
They make points
Yeah.
within
Yeah.
the comedy. It's like is relatable.
right.
Yeah.
So it's like I can deal with PC.
You're
as long
getting
as you can make it
yeah
relatable.
you're getting like content also,
And
not
context,
just
yeah.
joke. Or
Is
no,
it
what
context?
I don't know. We'll figure it
I thought
out
was
later.
Context, right?
I don't know. I kind of zoned out because I was thinking of comedians, but I think you mentioned Bill Burr earlier. I think right now Bill Burr is the best comedian, like because I wouldn't even say Dave Chappelle is in the game, but in the game right now, I think Bill Burr is.
Yeah, his shit
top dog.
hilarious, bro. I watched it again and I was like, yo, I fuck with Burr.
All right. But,
Oh, Michael Che is pretty good too, or Michael Shea. I don't know.
Born,
His
bro.
name.
oh
I don't
yeah,
like
yeah,
it.
You didn't
yeah,
like him?
Michael Che.
I
think he's
no,
good.
his is good, bro.
And he got a lot of like
yeah.
right when all the stuff started happening
Yeah,
around
with
like June. He
police
got a
brutality.
lot of play because they were
He
playing
made
his
good
stuff.
points when he
Yeah.
was like, Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like, it
That's
matters.
all. They just
That
matter.
was good. That part was
It's
good.
not
That part was
equal,
good.
and like they just matter.
They just matter.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say he's trash, but he's cool. He's
He's-
not like my favorite, but he's cool.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we're missing people.
I
It's
just feel
gonna
like
be- it's bothering me.
stand up ain't what it used to as well.
It definitely is. Everyone's getting a special now on Netflix.
Just because you're getting a special don't mean you good.
Bro, what's that? The guy who's on Blackish, I think.
Dion Cole.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
he's funny.
He's fucking
Yeah,
hilarious
he's funny.
to me.
Andrew Schultz, he's a big one. I like.
I don't find Schultz he's alright.
No,
He
his
tries hard.
Yo,
on his. So I listened to both his podcasts, Flagrant 2 and Brilliant Idiots. But I think his stand up, like he had his crowd work special where he just literally was messing around with the crowd, joking on people in the crowd. I think as a stand up, he's good. Like at times, he does try to push the boundary further than it needs to be pushed. And a lot of the comedians now, they're super like anti PC.
As it should be.
Yeah. So.
yes.
But I think Schultz is funny.
You should
Like,
be. You
everything
shouldn't filter
should-
your comedy.
Everything
That's
should
stupid.
be. What's that guy? I'm sorry. That guy's
yeah, we
hilarious.
just watched him the other day. Why the fuck am I blanking on his name? John Mulaney.
John
Yes.
Glenn, yeah.
Yeah, if you guys
I'm
are looking
sorry.
for Ronnie Chang, it's
Did I
pretty
say,
good. I
where
don't,
do
you guys
I
seen the
sign?
Ronnie
It's
Chang
very
one?
cool.
That's the Italian dude, right?
No, he's what Chang?
Oh,
Ronnie
my fault.
Chang definitely
He's
sounds
Chinese.
My
Asian.
fault. Yeah, I'm thinking of the
He's
Italian
Chinese.
dude with
It's
the,
called
the
Asian
slick back.
comedian. Asian comedian destroys. You kind of have to watch it with subtitles because his accent's kind of thick.
I
but
saw that one.
It is
I
hilarious.
saw that one. That was pretty good too.
But anyways, something else we wanted to talk about is some movie recommendations. Does anyone have any good shit? So all of us here actually, we're a part of a movie club where we watch about like 3 to 5 movies every 2 or so weeks and then kind of discuss them. So y'all have definitely put me on a lot of good movies because I'm not out here just watching movies like I used to be. But is there anything good that y'all have recently watched?
I haven't.
That think
Well,
that
if
people
you guys
know?
haven't seen Parasite, I say watch it. It's actually
Parasite's
really
super
good.
good. This is how I know that I'm a fucking lightweight and this drink already got me drunk. Because you said Parasite, and I instantly started thinking about Human Centipede.
Oh,
Yo, what?
Have y'all seen Human Centipede?
I've actually
sick.
never
I haven't
watched
seen
it.
that, heard of
I
it,
thought
but
was
I'm
Bro,
not-
very
that
I
good.
definitely
get into
sounds like
that.
a movie you would watch. That
You gotta
would
be-
relate to.
Nah.
Yeah,
You gotta
definitely
be
feel
sick
like
to
that
watch
movie.
Human Centipede all the way through.
Oh, I watched 1 and 2.
Because you sick. Because you a
Yeah,
sick
Yeah,
nigga.
Exactly,
you
I
a
get
nasty
the
guy.
If you have not watched Human Centipede, I would definitely
You have to be
recommend
sick
you.
to want to watch 1 and 2.
Recommend you go watch that. But
Yo, so
So-
I watched a lot of like different stuff, like just random stuff. You know
Go
what I'm
ahead,
saying?
Butterfly.
Like, I was listening to Wu-Tang Clan. You guys should go watch the 5 Venoms. Like, it's pretty dope. It's actually old karate flicks are like the greatest shit you'll ever watch in your life.
Hey, why Brandon sound high when he said that?
You know, I mean, because it is
it's
super
like the
Bruh,
greatest
fucking
shit.
enlightening. You know what I'm saying? Like, they teach you some
But you
lessons.
just got high when you said that. Where did that come from?
Like, it's an
You sound like-
enlightened
you sound
state
like- you sound
of
like
mind.
Sweetwater,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? Like, they teach you some stuff, like, the 36 chambers. Like, I was like, yo, let me go back and watch this stuff. And it's
Yeah.
like, yo, whoa. This stuff is like some real, like, things you can apply to your life. And, like, it's pretty cool.
There it goes again.
I definitely
It's the white in
think
me.
I've always thought that I've had a fucked up mind, even
You
as a
do.
kid, because Ren and Stimpy was like my favorite show. But being in this movie club, y'all have definitely given me an appreciation for foreign films. But Old Boy, which is a movie that we had to
Korean
watch,
film?
that might be my favorite movie. Like, it's a really good movie, super huge plot twist, but it is a super fucked up movie.
It
And-
blew my mind.
because
It is.
there's 2 versions, right?
Yeah, there's an
They have to
American and a
watch-
Korean. Watch the Korean one.
Yeah,
'Cause
watch
the
the
Korean
Korean.
one's the original.
Yeah. But
Yeah, man,
that's really the only recommendation I have. AJ, you got one? You the biggest
Night-
movie watcher in the group.
Nightcrawler, we just watched that
Yeah,
recently in the
super
movie
good.
club. Is really good.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at stuff that's on Netflix because that'd probably be easy for people to
Yeah.
watch. End of Watch is good. Jake Gyllenhaal. Both of those are Jake Gyllenhaal movies.
Yeah. And the watch was good.
Hey,
What else we got?
a movie that you all should watch if you have not watched it.
D's nuts.
Phil's
What's
lit.
wrong with you, bro? That's why that is why I put my cheeks in your face
These
and only
cheeks.
you. But
Oh.
no, if you guys have not watched it, Tropic Thunder. The greatest
They've never
movie.
watched Tropic Thunder.
It is one of the greatest comedy movies
I don't even want them listening to this podcast
Yo,
if they've never watched Tropic.
I'm a lead farmer, motherfuckers. But it was a hilarious movie. Like,
it was.
It could not be made today because of Robert Downey Jr. becoming like blackface.
He
like,
get canceled for that shit.
Yeah, he'd be definitely get canceled.
So what else you guys like?
All right, we could finish up with music though. I'll admit this week I have not found any new. Not that I haven't been looking. I've definitely been looking, but I haven't been finding any new music on Apple Music. Last episode I did talk about 2 Chainz and how he dropped an album, and at that time I didn't listen to it. I did listen to it now, and it is a pretty good album, I will admit.
I listened to Recession too, and that the Quarantine Pack by Meek.
Okay.
That's cool. Recession got some bangers on there. The Black Dollar, that the one they premiered last night.
Yeah.
That's probably still the best track on there, but it's cool. It ain't nothing super impressive. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's good to ride to, and that Meek pack is good. Nothing outstanding, but it's cool.
Hey yo,
that Meek pack.
Hey,
I thought you said meat package,
bro. That nigga
No,
definitely said meat package.
I said
bro.
Meek.
No, you
I heard Meek. I heard Meek.
Thank you, AJ.
Bro.
Why would I say Meek and I'm talking about
AJ,
bro?
why you over there lying, bro? You
No, I heard
too.
Meek. I had it right here,
Okay,
clear
the
in the
Quarantine
headphones.
Pack by Meek Mill. That's cool. Download that too.
All right.
Pronounce it one more time for us.
Quarantine Pack, Meek Mill.
The what
No,
package
the
though?
Meek.
The Meek Pack.
The meat pack.
Bro, pronounce it clearly for
The
the
Meek
listeners.
Pack.
There you go.
Yeah. Articulate.
Brandon,
you know?
what you been listening to this week?
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know. I've been listening. I'm all over the place, you know, Johnny Cash and all that. You know,
He's
there's
getting
actually
back
a
to his
cool
habits.
artist that I was unaware of
That wee voice getting back to.
until recently. You know what I'm saying? It's like I think his name's John Bellion or something like that. Yeah, he's pretty dope. So like I've been listening to it. I'm like, yo, this is actually not that bad. You know what I'm saying? So I've been like, you know.
Brandon's about to grow his hair out and perm it.
Don't
Big
nobody fuck
And
with
I'm
my
about-
kitchen.
did have to be
And I'm about to
small.
get my nose ring back. So I'm about to be on level 98. Like not 100 yet, but you know.
He's
maybe.
entering form, so y'all better be
Yeah,
ready.
you know, you thought this was my final form? Tune in next time. Dragon Ball Z.
If you thought Grizz was coming with that hot shit,
next podcast, I'm just powering up the whole time.
The entire episode.
AJ, you got anything?
Not really. I really listen. I just cycle through the same old stuff.
All right. Well, this is a good.
Wait.
episode.
You guys wanted to give a shout out to someone who Brandon's
Oh.
been speaking like very recently.
Wait.
You've been using this dude's voice the whole time. You're like, no. When you get into your high voice
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever.
yo! Shouts out to Sweetwater. I
Oh,
love
yeah,
you
yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Like you guys are so fucking amazing. Like I worked in retail,
Not an ad.
and like what?
I said not an ad.
Yeah, not an ad or anything like that. But like you guys are freaking amazing. Like when I first ordered this mic right here, you guys called me and was like, "Yo, like you know, it's on back order." You like, I was like, you talked to me for like an hour, and I was like, "Yo, like we learned about each other's life and everything." And then after you got it in stock, you guys called me like literally like a month after and was like, "Yo, how is it treating you?" And I was just like, "Yo,
Just whispering
I
sweet nothings
have
into his ear.
never ever had this experience with anybody in my life." And the way he talked was like really cool. Like, you know, it's a stoner kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like a stoner
Same
rocker.
exact way
He's
he
like,
said it.
"Hey,
He just
Brandon,
adopted it.
man, I'm just calling you, man. Like, you know, just to check out how the mic's treating you. You know what I'm saying?" And I was like, "It's treating me really good." He's like, "Me and my friends got a podcast." And he's
Yeah.
like, "Yo, man, like, what's the podcast about?" And I was just like, "Yo, it's about this and that." And I was like, "We're trying to find ourselves, like what we're doing." He's like, "That's totally fucking awesome, dude." And it was just like it was genuine too. It was
Yeah.
like I didn't feel like any like ounce of fakeness. And he was just like, "Yo," he listened like for everything I was telling him.
So if y'all don't know,
Listens to me.
if y'all don't know,
Sweetwater's the
Sweetwater
plug.
is an electronic company that we all bought our mics from.
Yes.
And
Definitely
if y'all looking
order
to buy
from them
mics and
again.
electronics, their customer service is bar none. Cause like
Yes.
Grizz said, niggas left a voicemail, and I was like, "Damn, this dude cares."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be Chick-fil-A and Sweetwater.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sweetwater. You guys, I love y'all.
Yeah.
I
So
literally love y'all.
if you are a musician or someone interested in starting a podcast, definitely contact Sweetwater.
And,
before
and they'll
we-
sit there and talk to you like about the equipment and like, yo, maybe you should do this. And I was like, yo, who does this?
But before we
Like-
close the episode, I just want to let y'all know.
I got something else too.
Go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say? Go ahead and say what
I
you
was
were
gonna drop an ism.
Go ahead, drop
Ooh,
your ism,
you
and then
got a
we'll
Philism
continue.
for the
'Cause we have-
people today?
This is a continuation of something.
I just got inspired by that versus battle. I just want to let y'all niggas know, hey, all that beef shit dead, G. Get to the money.
Facts.
Get to the baggage claim. Fuck
Like
all
my
that beef
cheeks in
shit.
your face.
All
Get
that
to the
beef
baggage
shit,
right?
claim.
Get to the money.
Yeah, so I mean, we got just in. I got a text message. We forgot a important detail, from the episode of Brandon's cheeks and Phil's face. Phil quit drinking for a year plus after that. That's how bad it scarred him.
I did.
That's true.
He
did.
quit. He quit. He's like, nah, I can't. do
Niggas
this
tried
no
to take
more.
advantage of me when I was drunk, and I can't let that happen. on my life.
Bro,
That's how scarred he was,
He went
bro.
vegan and then
He
quit
went
drinking.
vegan?
Niggas tried me,
drinking?
but fuck all that. Get to the baggage claim.
That beef
Fuck
shit
all that
dead.
beef shit.
Hey,
that beef
that
shit
beef
dead.
shit
Get to the
dead,
baggage
Hey,
claim.
piece it up right now.
Hey,
Piece
I
it up
love
right
you,
now, bro.
dog.
I
Oh,
so
these
I
girls
said
excited.
it.
what you know.
Ooh,
I'm
you
so
know they
icy.
like it.
I'm
I'm
so
so icy.
icy.
All right, it's been another episode of Save It for the Pie, episode 4. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you've made
Appreciate
it this
y'all.
far, YouTube video, like, subscribe, comment. We definitely looking for feedback. iTunes or Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Also leave a comment on that. Peace.
And as
Do the drop.
always, peace and love in this land of confusion.
Yup.
bitch.
do the drop.
Bye, bye, bye.